dies. The devil's eyes.
You will suffer an eternity for this.
Welcome back to 1980, everybody. We're going back to old school style, some Alligator, some practical effects, and what is considered to be a Jaws ripoff, but actually in the center of a city. I don't know about you, Kevin, but I have seen this a couple of times. I have the 4K from Scream Factory.
Yep.
I've only seen this about maybe 3 times, including the 2 times the last time we've been watching this, getting ready for the show. So my memories of this are a bit on the minimal side. I've always known about this movie, but I've never actually seen it until a couple of years ago. I watched it with my dad, and then I just watched it 2 more times, once on Tubi, once on my 4K. And to be frank with everybody, the 4K from Scream Factory is okay. I will link that in the description below if you want to purchase it. The Blu-ray is even better than the 4K. I don't know what they did wrong on this transfer, but Scream Factory and there's a lot of print damage, and they couldn't even fix that. And what they did fix was a little DNR'd to hell, so I was not totally happy with the 4K. However, the Blu-ray seemed to mute most of that and made it okay to watch.
That is happy to hear and sad to hear all at the same time. That was my first 4K that I bought. It was not the first 4K that I received, like Ghostbusters got there first, but I still haven't opened that one yet, and I didn't watch it on the 4K or the Blu-ray. I streamed it on Amazon, I think.
It's also on Tubi. It's on a few different services for free. Tubi, if you do on your PC proper, you will not get commercials. If you watch it mobile-wise, you will get commercials.
Yeah. No, I didn't have any. So I watched it on Amazon, and I was pretty happy with it. He spun around. Zoom, 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 zoom. Yeah, this really was my first 4K, and I was super excited because it was for the that one. I even did an unboxing video for that, like way when we first started this channel. Well, when I first started with the channel.
Well, I got this just before we moved to Arizona here, and I left this at my dad's house until last year, and then I brought it back because of a shoulder surgery. I'm going back out in a few weeks for another one, but it's a nice slipcover, good edition. It has a TV version, it has the 4K, and it has a theatrical version on the standard Blu-ray. So.
Wow.
And recently this week, just as a little side note, I got something fun from Lionsgate. Frailty 4K, baby.
Oh, neato.
This thing is hard as a rock.
Wow. How big is it?
By comparison, it's a goddamn box.
Wow.
It's like twice the size, baby. Hey, Bill Pullman, Matthew McConaughey. Hey, that movie's great. We're going to cover that in September. Don't worry, nobody.
That's awesome.
That might be the little surprise that's not on the schedule that nobody knows about. So unless you're paying attention to this review from us on 0-Point Reviews, we're not going to say shit until the end of August.
Great.
Have you ever seen Frailty, by the way?
No.
I think you're going to like it.
I think I saw 5 minutes of it at my friend's house when it first came out on pay-per-view. And that was it. And I liked it. It was cool, but I never got to buy it or anything like that.
I have a feeling you're going to like that. Now, circling back around to Alligator, did you ever see this one before, or is this one of your first times watching it?
Okay, so yes and yes. I saw this when I was 3 or 4 years old with my dad.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It was on TV, and my dad raised me on monster movies. I like my daughter. She loves monster movies. She watches the Final Destination movies when I'm in bed at night, so no one can tell her no. So kids are much more privileged today than they were when I was a kid. But my dad was like, boy, sit, watch, look. And I remembered Alligator. I have very vivid memories of Alligator and it being cool. But I have not seen Alligator since I was like 3 or 4 years old. So it was all nostalgia goggles. And I had no idea if I remembered it accurately or if I was going to remember anything proper at all.
That's true, because even my memories are like, I think I saw this when I was a kid. Some scenes seem very familiar, but a lot of it didn't seem familiar like at all. Like it was completely brand new to me.
Yep.
Because when I watched this a few years ago, when this came out, I'm like, oh, I finally get to watch this movie in full uncut glory on 4K. And my dad and I watched it. And my dad was like, I think I've seen that one before for sure on video rental. And that's what makes me think, I think I have seen it before, but I have like no memories as a kid of this movie at all. And to put it in perspective, my dad is the person who got me into horror movies outside of my babysitter way before I was ready for horror movies.
That bot of girls. Oh, sorry.
Hey, dude, that girl got me into, what was it, Swamp Thing, one of the Nightmare on Elm Streets that scared the hell out of me for years. My dad played Phantasm too, and from that point forward, I was all on board with horror movies.
No wonder you're a breast man.
Bro. And hey, let's be real. There is a little boobage in this movie.
A little. I couldn't tell.
You couldn't find the whole nipple. You could only see the areola.
Yep.
Just saying.
And I was watching on my phone.
That still counts as a nipple count.
It was tastefully done.
It wasn't perky enough for us.
You know, we were getting into the Reagan years. I don't know.
Hey, 1980, they didn't know how far they wanted to push it with the film ratings board and everything like that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Now, there are some people I like to follow, like Robert Meyer Burnett, Chris Gore. They might be able to speak more towards like the ratings of the late 1970s into the 80s, because even the original Halloween, the boobage was very little in that as well. And we didn't even get Friday the 13th to what, 81, 82?
Friday the 13th, I think, was 81.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Part 2 was 82 or 83. I don't remember which.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Because then they started cranking them bitches out. And then they were like, hey, John Carpenter, here's some money and a case of beer. Can you crank out Halloween Part 2, please?
Just not Natty Ice.
They ended up doing the same damn thing with this movie with Alligator 2. So after this came out a few years later, hey, we need a sequel.
I want to say I saw Alligator 2.
I got that on the shelf over there. It is terrible.
That's what I've heard. Is Charlie Sheen in that one, or is that Grizzly 2?
I think that's Grizzly 2.
Yeah.
The Alligator 2, the mutation is a bit on the wonky side. To be honest, this is the one to watch of all.
Yeah, I would figure so. I would figure.
Well, and it's the predecessor to Lake Placid that we just reviewed last week on 0-Point Reviews, everybody.
So we're going to have to get to that question during the final judgment.
Like, share, subscribe. Let's go.
Yeah. And tell your friends about us. Like, they're all right. They're not funny, but they're all right.
Hey, we're working our way towards 7,100 subscribers on YouTube, so we would appreciate your help. So subscribe down below.
That's true.
Hit that button like it owes you fucking money. Hey, we're 10 minutes in. We can start swearing.
Smash it. Smash it.
Smash that bitch.
All right.
Well, we know the detective certainly did in this movie with the girl who adopted the alligator at the beginning. That was kind of creepy.
That was really creepy because, like, he kept calling her kid. He had no idea she was actually an adult. Then he fucks her. Somebody's
got reverse daddy issues in this movie, in my opinion.
Yeah. And I like Robert Forster. Don't get me wrong, but that part didn't
Seriously, right?
necessarily age well.
No, it did not.
But again, it was the 70s. Everybody was free. Well,
The
1980.
freaking hippies.
Freaking hippies. Goddamn discotecas.
Disco's dead, baby. Mike, you
What?
could tell us. You indicated you graduated high school in 1980. You were a hippie, baby. Just saying.
No.
Come on, best mod in the business on Suns and Shadows. Come on, brother. Tell us. Was disco all that in a bag of chips, or was it just a bag of chips?
Disco was
Went
awesome.
stale after a week.
Disco could be awesome because it was funky and rock and roll. They just turned it into something weird.
Let's get funky, Kevin.
Dude, funk is the only kind of music worth calling music.
Can you dig it?
Word.
Well, speaking of the word of the day, let's talk about the good, the bad, and the judgment of Alligator from 1980, because then we can start judging each other about whether we like this movie or not, because Kevin and I have not talked about this one. So, Kevin, let's talk about the good about Alligator.
All right. So, what's good about Alligator? A Jaws ripoff from 1980. Well, let's start. There's a giant fucking alligator in this movie.
Breaks through the
Bones.
sidewalk, baby. Let's go.
If this
Like,
alligator,
the movie in, it's like, what the hell is going on?
I have a soft spot for certain movies, and they are giant creature features.
The underbelly, baby.
Whether it be Godzilla, them,
Oh, tell me, Kevin.
Alligator, Night of the Lepus, Rats. I love giant creature features. And golly gee, this movie is probably why I love them so much, or one of the reasons why I love them so much. This is cheesy, but so stinking simple and believable. Like, it just
takes itself so seriously. It's like, what the hell am I watching here?
Yes, like it's so very easily a very small model that they have this gator bust through. But it looks cool. Like, they have to sell that he's 30 feet long. So when they have him break through, they've got, a little model fire hydrant on the walkway.
Well, all the miniatures that they use with all the alligator long shots, those are actually pretty good. I actually like those because they tried to make it as efficient as possible. Now, if this was like Lake Placid, it'll all be CGI. Yeah. So the fact that they used so much practical as best as they could actually made the charm of this movie a little bit on the awesome side as far as I was concerned, because it really helped accentuate all the good, fun, whimsical parts of an alligator monster romping around. What was it, Chicago?
Yes. I thought it was New York, but no, yeah, it was Chicago.
Yeah, I thought it was New York for a bit too, and I'm like, well, all the way from Missouri from 12 years, that doesn't exactly work for me.
Mike, we'll have that argument later. Dude.
Yeah, I'll flip the nipple at that point too. Everybody, I'm just having fun tonight with everybody.
Listen, people.
It's already been a long week. Let me have my fun.
But I wasn't sure what to expect going into this as an adult with an objective mind.
True.
With my kids screaming behind me. And I asked my wife going into this, knowing full well that the answer was probably going to be no. But I asked her if she wanted to watch it with me. And I said, this is the predecessor to Lake Placid. I'm like, this walked so Lake Placid could run. And she said no. And I was kind of sad because I was hoping she might like it. And then as I'm watching it and I'm telling her, I'm like, dude, you would totally fucking like this movie. Like, it's chismoso, but holy crap, it's violent. It's good. The actors are all great. They're all famous. like this is a pretty goddamn solid flick. It was, I remember being interested as a kid. And like when you're a kid, there are certain movies that are like just amazing to you, but they're only amazing in certain parts. Superman is amazing when Superman is on the screen. When Clark Kent's on, you don't really care so much. Not at that age.
Correct.
So this movie, though, is kind of like Night of the Lepus, where it's like there is so much of the creature where you are interested almost the entire time of the movie as a kid and as an adult. And they really did well in this one, in the same vein of Jaws. Yes, this is a Jaws clone. But if you want to compare it to another clone, say like Grizzly, this is so much better than what it has any right to be.
Well, and it's got a runtime of about like 92 minutes ish, and it moves along. You think it might dawdle in a few spots and like it might have some pacing issues. It really does not. That's when they pull back so that you can get used to the characters and actually grow close to them, so that if there is an element of danger and tension to them, you're in with it. You're invested. And so this movie will invest you in the characters, even if not all the characters are the most likable. They are at least relatable to up to a point, unless you got some like reverse daddy issues, or my mom got rid of my alligator Ramon 12 years ago, and this is the guy running crazy now because of some pharmaceutical drug company going wild. This does hit up a few things from like the 80s and some themes and environmentalism, drug companies poisoning waters, bad animal experiment type of thing. This hits up all those notes, and while it might not be comfortable for some people, it does pull together and provide a consistent and coherent plot that I think a lot of people could get into, as long as you keep in mind this is from 1980, not from 2025.
Nope.
It's 45 years old, everybody.
Yeah, and it looks like it's 45 years old, and it acts like it's 45 years old.
Yep.
But it has the fun of a 1980s horror film. It has the grindhouse effect to it. The
almost like Chud a little bit.
Yeah, like the chomping sound effects, the Foleys were amazing, really good.
Oh my god, right? Or even the roar, the growling and everything, except for the one idiot like rich guy who's like, I'll give you the mating sound, reporter, because if it helps me hook up with you, I'll give it to you.
That was so gross and uncomfortable to watch.
That was so awkward.
Like, please tell me, like, lady, I know you don't know what HPV is yet, but trust me, you're
about to find out, girl. If you
there's this new virus that they don't really know about yet that I think this cat might have.
Yep. So don't worry, I won't bring protection. You're gonna wish you had it later on.
He's like, like,
ball, but he also gets eaten too. So
the alligator got AIDS.
He's got jades.
Not HIV, but full blown. Mm-hmm. Anyway,
I should get that Team America clip that a bunch of other streams have.
Which one?
He's got AIDS.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the song from Family Guy.
No.
Oh, I love that song.
I don't know that one because I only ever watched like a little bit of Family Guy anyway.
I'm 10 years back. I stopped watching it once Hunter was born.
I stopped watching it once it got canceled after the first 2 seasons.
Oh, you missed out. But Alligator, which I can't. Everyone has AIDS.
Thanks, Mike. Knew we could count on you, brother.
Not HIV, but full-blown AIDS. They sing a barbershop quartet song called You Have AIDS.
Yes, they do.
It's awful. I'll show you after the show.
Okay.
All right. That was
Alligator, buddy.
Yep, Alligator. I really enjoyed the 1980s horror feel style of it. Like, there weren't just kills, there were dismemberments. and then there were kills. So they were very gratuitous, and I really appreciated that. And again, I hate to bring it up, but like Grizzly, they tried being gratuitous, but it was so over the top that it was funny. Like the first time I watched Grizzly, I bought it on
a little
DVD.
too comical for me.
But it wasn't supposed to be. That was the thing.
I know.
Like,
I still have it back here on DVD.
Yeah, it's a very boring film unless you watch it with riff tracks. But even then, like once the film really gets going, and it's like the third act is boring as all hell.
Yeah. At least the third act in Alligator feels like, hey, we're gonna fuck some shit up. Oh, hey, there's a wedding going on. Oh, hey, we're gonna eat a bunch of people. Oh, hey, we're gonna destroy a goddamn limo. Just like, what is this, a Godzilla fucking movie? Come on.
Well, no, it's very much like the third act of Them, where they figure out where the hive is.
Yeah.
And it gets out into the middle of the city, or the ants get out into the middle of the city where everything's starting to happen. Same thing with this alligator. Like, oh shit, I'm going to go where all that food's at. And that's where the party really gets started. And gosh, that was
where all
fun.
the poontangs at, Kevin?
The poontang. He got some of that too.
Hey, Wedding Crashers. We've seen that movie.
I'm guessing at some point in between there, this Chubbs was here working or something, and this is where Chubbs lost his hand.
Yep.
Because this is the alligator that took Chubbs' hand in Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, Chubbs. Although Happy Gilmore 2 isn't out, I believe, now, everybody.
Yes, and we probably should have watched that this weekend and talked about it. I meant to. We'll save it for this Saturday or something. I'll try to get it.
I might be able to squeeze that in. I'm going to try to anyway.
Everything I've heard about it is people saying that the people that they hear complaining are fucking stupid. Watch it. It is what it's supposed to be, and just enjoy it.
Well, and I've heard there's some good wrestler cameos and side actors in it. I'm like, you know what? You can get me into it as long as it's not any worse than 50 First Dates. I'll be okay with it. I hated that goddamn movie. I'm more of a Wedding Singer guy and Waterboy. Those are my two Adam Sandler movies. Beyond that, like the original Happy Gilmore was fine. I don't hate it. I have it in the collection because it's part of a 3-pack with like 2 other of his movies, but it's fine. Wedding Singer, dude, take that Van Halen shirt off before you jinx the band and they break up. That's all I'm going to say.
I still like John Lovett singing Sophisticated Woman.
That's true. I'll give you that
one. Grabbing his dick.
Yep. Dude, John Lovitz was awesome.
He'll always be my hero. So, but yes, all kidding aside, the alligator is the same animal actor that was in Happy Gilmore. And he just passed away last month or the month before that, I believe.
2 months ago.
2 months ago? Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know. I got 3 kids. Time just flies by.
Need to get you another drink or another smoke out of your pipe.
My pipe is in the house. I left it because it burns these pins so goddamn fast, which is nice. It hits like a mule, but it burns them really fast.
Of course it does.
Mm-hmm. But it's the pipe. It looks cool.
We need to get onto that too over here. Just saying.
Oh, your pin?
We don't have nothing over here, by the way. We need to get up to speed with everybody else. Somebody else doesn't like edibles, so we got to figure out something else to work around here. And it's like, I don't want to smoke. I want edibles. Oh no, I want to smoke.
Well, there's always sodas.
They don't make them around here anymore.
Really?
Dude, yeah.
Wow. Goddamn red states. Get with the smoke.
Fucking California. They do not know how to party.
California?
Does not know how to party.
California.
In the city, in LA.
They love it. They love it. Sorry.
City of Compton. Keep it rocking. Keep it.
So now, did you remember at all that this was kind of like a cop movie, or there was like,
I did not actually. That's why when I'm watching it again, I'm like, even when I watched it with my dad, I didn't even remember when I watched it with him. I'm like, I don't remember him being a cop, and then he got his ass fired like halfway through the movie.
yeah, I don't remember Robert Forster being in this at all. The only thing that I remember from this movie is this
The
scene
boobs?
here.
Oh.
No, but I will remember them now. More or less this scene here, but the scene where specifically where it just shows his silhouette in the alleyway.
Oh, yep.
And the guy takes the bounty hunter takes the 3 guys down the alley to go flush
The
it out.
gangbangers that have
Yeah.
zombies written on their shirts. Oh my god, bro.
Because no one told me about her. Maybe they were fans. We don't know.
I don't know. Just saying.
Anyway. But yeah, I remember that scene very, very vividly as a kid and liking it so much and thinking that was scary. And you know what? Still kind of was. I'm like, all right, that's cool. I dig that for 1980. I dig that. That was well done.
Well, I like how the alligator came out of the garbage and narfed on him, and the other guy comes down for the rifle, and he's like, I think I'm going to shoot him. Oh, shit, this ain't working. I'm out of here. Bye.
Yeah, he just like bolts and doesn't
So there's
stop
some
running.
like fun, unintentional humor moments in this that just totally work for me.
Yes. A lot
There's
of
a lot of them.
A lot of the kills are pretty fantastic.
Hells yeah. Even Kelly.
There's a couple kills where you're just kind of like, oh snap. Okay, well that just happened. Like,
Yep.
Where is it? This one here. This
Yep.
kind of fucked me up.
Oh, the kid one into the pool. Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't remember this growing up because this would have just
I did
destroyed
not.
me. This would have
I was
destroyed
like-
me at my grandma's house.
What happened here? Like, wow. And even the kid's like, don't throw me into the pool. Oh, he's in the pool. He dead.
Yeah, they chucked him in. They killed a kid in this movie. I'm like, yay! God, I love when horror films used to have balls. They killed a kid.
Don't say that too loud, Kevin, because YouTube is watching.
Oh, sorry. We're 28 minutes in. They
No,
ate
I'm just saying, like, somebody might be watching on YouTube. And so hit that like and share button out there. Subscribe down below. Please be sure to participate in the chat as well. Yes, I'm doing a show moment at about 28 minutes in. So thank you for tuning in. We do greatly appreciate you. So, Kevin, tell us about kids being killed.
kids being killed. This was funny. It was funny, like because
The pool
it
turned like freaking red, bro. This was great.
yeah,
And they backlit it too.
they backlit it, and then the kids like take off running, like, oh fuck!
Yep. That was so funny. I never caught that before.
Mm-mm. No, that would have messed me up. That would have messed me up because my grandma had a pool that had a light just like that under the surfboard, not the
really?
surfboard, the diving board. Yeah,
No.
and we used to love going out there and diving at night. And sure, yeah, that would have fucked me up.
Sure as hell, man. Oh no.
Stranger Things probably would have messed me up as a kid, like season 2 where Barb gets killed. That probably would have messed me up.
Later, bitch.
Yeah. Night Swim. I wanted to watch that because, again, I find that creepy. Turns out it's not that creepy, so I didn't bother.
Yeah. I watched like about like half of that movie, and I'm like, this is the most boring thing I think I've seen in like about 5 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ugh.
But here we are again with this, like for a Jaws knockoff, it's still again that horror creature feature,
Yep.
giant creature feature, because it's mutated to twice its length, so it's 30 feet long. They're like, oh well, it's the size of a truck. Of course, then there's its tail too. He's like, the fuck.
It'll level a limo in about like 30 seconds flat.
Oh my god, that was funny.
I was like, what is this, a Godzilla movie? What? Because it's like, how did you single out the limo on the other side of the estate
Yeah.
to take out the two big rich bastards?
those guys, fuck them, and I'm gonna
The
keep
mayor
hitting it."
and the CEO of the freaking corporation.
The corporation. They smelled rich.
And then everybody that when they come back to it and they'll almost completely like flattened and like dead bodies on the side, I'm like, man, why can't we get movies like this anymore?
If we did, they'd be an asylum picture, and it would be stupid.
Shut your mouth. Do not invoke their name on our show.
I'm just saying it would not be well made. It would all be CG. It would.
And so we're doing a solo show from this point going forward. He keeps invoking the name of Asylum.
Now you said their name, so guess what, motherfucker? 2 could play at that goddamn game.
Asshole!
I got control
I should
too,
take away
motherfucker.
your privileges. But no, there is quite a bit of like, even though the movie takes itself a lot seriously and there's a lot of unintentional humorous moments, like there is a certain charm to this movie for taking itself so seriously. And the plot moves along, the story moves along, the cast is pretty decent. And I like how it basically starts off within the first 5 minutes of somebody getting their leg almost bit off by a goddamn alligator, just to prove a point of these things are animals. They will screw you up.
Yeah, and I love that it starts off with the guy at the carnival.
That's what I mean.
Oh yeah, the guy that gets the gator roll or the death roll.
He tries to do the alligator wrestling thing and he gets his leg, and the announcer's like, "It's okay, everybody. It's part of the show." It's like, what the hell am I watching? So if you didn't know what you're getting into, that's what you're getting into.
Yes, at that point, I'm thinking to myself, "Oh God, are we watching a snuff film? Is this gonna be? Is this gonna be like fucking Carnival Magic or something like that?"
You know what? That's a good line drop right there.
Because it starts out the same way Carnival Magic does.
My God, I haven't thought about that one in a long time.
There's no reason to think about that movie. It's on MST, and I still won't watch it.
I usually don't.
But the all the violence that they had, the third act was just totally well done. I really, really liked it.
They nailed the landing more than they did the middle, to be honest.
I think so. The middle's kind of boring where he loses his job.
Yeah. He loses his job. He bangs a hot young chick. Well, yes and no. And then he meets the mother, and it's like, oh, wait, she's the girl from the beginning who lost her Ramon alligator, who was a baby, and it's been 12 years later. She's had like 3 relationships. It's like, whoa. Let's slow down here. We don't need all this expedition for like 22 minutes in the middle of this freaking movie. You could have just had her as a goddamn alligator reptile professor, period. She didn't have to have the backstory.
Yeah, but the backstory was kind of fun. I mean, she didn't have to be
as
the
the
little
audience.
girl.
It's like, oh, she's the girl who lost her Ramon, and this is now the alligator, like 12 years later, who's grown to over 30 to 35 feet long and has been doped up on drugs from a pharmaceutical company. Oh shit. But she never pieces it together, so it doesn't really come full circle in the end. It's just, oh, I lost a alligator 12 years ago. It died, blah, blah, blah. I named him Ramon, and we know this is Ramon. It's like nothing happens in the end other than, hey, I saved my new boyfriend.
Yes.
Who's old enough to be my daddy. Sugar, honey, you were my daddy, girl, until you had a receding hairline.
I got a receding hairline. I can't say nothing.
I'm wearing a hat to cover mine.
Again, Robert Forster's always been my hero ever since I saw Jackie Brown.
Well, dude, that was a running gag for 2/3 of this movie too.
Yeah,
like, what? Because everybody kept calling it out. I'm like, nobody asked for that kind of a gag.
But it was there and it kept giving.
From the pet shop owner to the desk jockey at the police station to like a couple other people just kept calling it out. Like, who's your hairstylist? Oh, I cut my own hair. Well, if you do this, do that, do this, do that, you can cover up that receding hairline you got going, bro. It's like, what?
Harsh.
Are we talking about like Die Hard like 6 years before it gets made?
It's messed up.
Messed up. But at least they did drop that in the last act, so
Yes, they did. They were too busy blowing shit up, eating people.
dude, that is a good thing about this movie. It had way more explosions and stunts and action than you would have thought it might have had.
Yes, not as much as Night of the Lepus, but enough to make me happy.
True.
See, with Night of the Lepus, what they did is they got stuffed rabbits or rabbit pelts, stuffed them with meat and explosives, and blew up the pelts on camera.
Boom, baby. In this one, they blow up cars, they blow up alligators, they blow up trucks, they blow up everything that you could think of in Twice on Sunday.
Yep. And it's pretty good. Even when it's a model, you're like, that was satisfying.
It was. Well, and they did a really good job with camera tricks to make it worthwhile.
Mm-hmm. This was pretty goddamn well made. Like, I have no complaints about this picture whatsoever. I'm glad I bought it. Sad that I hadn't
not
watched
a dollar
it
was wasted on this movie.
No, it really wasn't. Like, I'm sorry it went out of print for as long as it did. Like, it skipped the DVD years, I think, and just went straight to like Blu-ray.
I think it was on MGM Midnight Madness.
Was it?
Or something like that, but that went out of print like pretty quick.
Yeah, I imagine so, because those were, what, 2000, 2002?
Yeah, early 2000s. And then this didn't even come out till like about 5 years ago.
Yeah, right? So, like...
and everybody was like, hey, wait, we're getting a 4K of this? Yeah, we got a 4K of this damn thing. And this is the slipcover. Good luck getting that now.
And people would wonder why. Like, oh yeah, I think I heard about that, or I think I remember that. Well, it's a really good flick, and it should be on 4K. Like, I'm really thankful Scream Factory did that. And
yeah.
And I wished it was more readily available. And I'm glad it's on Prime right now. I'm glad it's on Tubi right now. So it's free for everyone to go watch. Go watch this movie.
Absolutely.
It is a lot of fun. It's not a new movie. Like Jeff said, this is a movie made in 1980. This is not
old school, baby.
Yeah, this is not a movie made in the 1990s. This is not a movie made in the 2000s. So basically, this is not Lake Placid. In some ways, it's a lot better, I think.
I would say so as well. And I like Lake Placid, but that's more horror comedy. This is more horror thriller.
Yeah. Really? I think so, because there's a lot of suspense in this movie where there's no cutting the suspense. Like, it's just, you have the suspense from the moment that gator gets dropped down the toilet to the end of this movie where they blow it up. Like, you are on edge.
There is one false finish where they think they've got the alligator coming out of the tunnel. They've all done their police sweep through all the sewers, and they're like, the damn thing's coming. It's coming. And it ends up being just a group of people, and they're like, there's no alligator.
There's no alligator.
And then everybody's like, let's get out of here before the press gets wind of this, because we're a bunch of idiots.
But that was pretty awesome, though.
Yeah.
When the alligator actually got all of them.
Most of them, actually.
Yeah, eventually. I don't know. This was a lot of fun. It was pretty darn creative.
The soundtrack and score is pretty damn dope.
Yeah, it was supposed to have James Horner composing it, and
Correct.
he did do a composition for it. However, due to a strike, they couldn't actually record his score. It's like, well, that kind of sucks, but what they have is still really good.
Imagine if they had his score like completed and produced and all the way ready to go. This movie might have been a little more up the ladder, so to speak, for not just being a cult classic film, but it could have been a classic film.
Yeah. And I hope this 4K re-release helps it achieve more of a cult status.
I think
really
it's
do.
helped. But if you want the second one, it never came with a slipcover. So if you want one with this, you might have to be taking a look at the secondary market, and hopefully they're not charging too much.
For the 4Ks?
Well, if you want the slipcover, if you just want
Oh.
if you don't care about slipcovers, everybody, you're just going to get the main disc, and it's still affordable as far as I could tell on Amazon. You can still get these things. But if you want this like little cardboard slipcover, that's what's going to cost you. I got both of them. The second one's just kind of eh. This one is the best of the Alligator movies, clearly.
Yeah, I nothing beats an original sometimes. Well, except for Friday the 13th.
Or your mom.
Oh! All right. So what did you have anything else that's good for this one? Like there was so much chomping and hiding and minimal sex and almost a slip of a nipple.
Not for the most part. This was a pretty enjoyable movie. I'm glad it didn't overstay its welcome and it kept the runtime pretty brisk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it got a little boring in the center, but like it gives you some good character development. A lot of things movies don't do even these days. So it's definitely got its own identity and a charm of its own. I say it's a pretty damn good movie. I do have a couple issues with it though. Now, Kevin, you want to talk about the bad on this one, or did you have anything else good about Alligator?
I don't think anything that I haven't gotten to already so far, other than just golly, it's fun when you see movies like this. Tarantula.
Ramon.
Yeah.
If it was named Ramon, I'd be like, what the hell is going on around here?
If they would have had like flamenco guitar playing every time it walked in. As
it is, like there is a movie from I think his name is Alejandro Aja, who did Crawl, which is a crocodile that comes out at the height of like a hurricane or something like that.
A variety.
I kind of like that.
Yeah, it was okay.
That's all right.
Sam Raimi produced it. It wasn't as good as I was hoping, but we bought it. It was all right.
Yeah, I got another collection too. Amy was like, it's okay. I'm like, I think I liked it more than you did.
Sam Raimi, you're kind of obligated, but it's okay. But again,
dude, I like For Love of the Game. That usually gets me in trouble with most of the fan base for Sam Raimi fans anyway.
Fair enough.
It's a baseball movie, Jeff. It sucked. I liked it.
I don't like baseball, and I like baseball movies. They could bite a butt. Go build it and come. Giggity.
Well, there is that joke in this movie, too. You sure you want to come with me? Well, I already kind of did. There is a joke in this movie where it's a double entendre like that, and it's super funny.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, torpedo. Oops.
Yeah.
I was going to say something else.
She's really pretty. I'm not going to lie. She was really pretty, even with her clothes on.
Oh, get her out of that tank top. She looks better in every other costume they put her in this movie.
That's true, but they needed to make her look like a teacher. I loved her mom. It's a school night.
She could slap my butt with that ruler.
That's how fetishes start.
Just saying.
Ha ha ha.
Giggity.
So I don't know. I guess the age gap, we can call that bad. We'll call that bad. We'll save that because it is creepy. She's supposed to be like 22.
I figured her for mid to late 20s at the best.
Oh.
Because if she was in like junior high, early high school for like her science fair that she was doing, you're talking add 12 years on top of that. At best, she's like 24 to 26.
Oh, is it 12 years? I thought it was 10.
It was 12.
Okay. Then
so it's like, but then how is she like almost a professor level?
She really likes reptiles. And then again, this was
Like the
1980.
bareback too, I guess.
The bareback.
Or ribbed for her pleasure. I don't know. You tell me.
Crocodile Mile.
Hey, she had crocodile shoes. She might have liked the crocodile like condoms too.
Oh,
Ribbed
God.
for her pleasure.
What were they called? There were crocodile or alligator condoms. They mentioned them on Monty Python's Holy Grail. Not Holy Grail, Meaning of Life.
Oh, the one I haven't seen.
Oh, God, Jeffrey. That's... Woo!
I've seen Holy Grail. I've seen like part of the show. That's more of like somebody else's thing around here than me.
Meaning of Life is a very different kind of thing.
I've seen Life of what is it? Brian or
Brian?
Brain? Yeah.
Brian,
That's
not
okay.
not very good. Not very good.
No.
It's okay. I didn't really like it.
That's where I got lost.
Yeah, like it's... I
I'm
grew
like,
up
I guess
Catholic,
this is
so
a
I
your
got the
thing
jokes.
than my thing.
Yeah, but Meaning of Life is just... It's poking fun at what's supposed to be proper English evolution, and they hit it so hard, and it's funny stuff.
Are we improper, Kevin?
We are, and we're having fun.
Yeah, baby. Knew we could do it.
So, but the bad of this movie,
Yeah.
Michael Gazzo, the chief here from Godfather 2. I wonder how many
didn't
days
quite
they had
work
him
for me.
filming. No, I didn't like him as the chief. I don't know who could have been boss to Robert Forster. I mean, Gazzo,
Robert
yes,
Picardo.
maybe, yeah. Even then, no. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm so used to seeing him in Godfather 2, or it was just the fact that he looked like he was just phoning it in. I don't know. He did not do it for me, and he was the only part of this movie where it's kind of like, I'm not buying it. There's a 30-foot alligator.
Terribly invested in this. I would have almost guessed like Donald Pleasance. I know it's like, oh, the easy layup back then. But like, bro, get Donald Pleasance a bottle of whiskey. He could still run circles around this dude, even as a police chief. Could have had him shave his beard off. He still would have run circles around this guy.
Sadly. And I don't want to be disrespectful when I say that, but it just really seemed like it was phoned in.
Jack Palance would have been an interesting choice too back then.
Oh yeah, that would have been cool for sure.
I think that might have put this movie to like, there goes our budget.
George Papard.
Dude. That would have been pretty dope, but I don't think he would have done it.
No. But anyway, like there's a lot that's fake in this movie, but none of it is as fake as his acting as the chief, or the fact that he has more authority than Robert's detective does.
The mayor seemed more of a little authoritative bitch than he did.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, the mayor is supposed to be the guy running the whole city, and you won't have a job for this, and you won't have a job for that. It's like,
yep,
bitch, I know you're doing illegal things, and I happen to have a badge. So guess what?
So there you go.
That's all right. He was too stupid to run away.
Like a little bitch.
It was funny though.
He was kind of funny. He didn't like fit the role very well.
No. And that was the good part of this movie, is most of the bad actors got killed. And so you weren't that horribly sad to see them die. You're just kind of like, aha, there went that fucker. Yeah.
Yep, you weren't invested in them terribly. And for the most part, the movie is well cast, except for a few roles. And a lot of them are fodder for the alligator, except for the police chief, where it's like, I don't know about this one.
Yeah, he lives, doesn't he?
Yep.
Yeah,
Well, they even talk about hooking him up with her mother
that's
at the
right.
end of the movie. And I'm like, what the frick? Yeah, my daddy's dead. She could tuck his ear off. It's like, oh.
It's starting to feel like a Roger Corman film.
Starting to feel like it could be a Quentin Tarantino movie kept up at this rate.
Start giving her foot massages and stuff.
Hey, all she got to do is wiggle her big toe.
He is the foot master.
Dude, that reminds me of that joke at the beginning of the movie where they were like talking about like all the body parts that they found before, and they found like a little big toe. And then they had a little service in honor of the big toe because of the burial rites. He's like, that had to have been a very small casket.
That was fucking funny.
That cracked me the hell up. I forgot about that joke.
That was really funny because all I could think of was an old-fashioned matchbox.
Yep.
Like,
could have put it in a little ring box too.
oh yeah, that's right, huh? Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny. I'm sorry. I got a morbid sense of humor, everybody.
No, I do too. And that's one of the reasons why this movie just kind of lands. I dug it. The only thing this movie suffers from is a lack of a budget. That is the only thing it suffers from. It has a script. It has good actors. It just didn't have the budget to get great actors and great special effects.
But it had about $2 million for back in 1980.
Oh gosh,
this could have been like, whoa. Forget Jaws. This could have been king.
Yeah, because I mean, where you really lose sight of this beast as being fearsome is where it uses its tail, and we started to talk about that with the limo. It sits there and like side whacks and top whacks this limo for like
several times.
Yeah, like for a minute straight until it's flat and the guy inside of it is crushed to death. And then it goes and eats the mare. You're like, no.
Okay.
But then he'll whip people. Like it'll spin and whip people with his tail, and they'll go flying. Like you'll see a stuntman go flying through the air, and it's just incredible.
Basically.
But not realistic. Not remotely. But when he eats the motherfucker, then you're like, oh yeah, do it again.
And let's go.
Yeah, tail flip, not so much. And if you guys have played the video game Maneater, you know what I'm talking about. Biting good.
That's pretty spot on.
Yeah, tail flap, not so much. Doesn't make sense.
Nope. Jeez.
Although watching this did make me want to play Maneater.
That's that shark game, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Very cool. And you get to eat alligators.
That's true. Now, did it seem like they shot this in LA rather than like Missouri and Chicago? Because I think they did.
Yeah, it kind of felt that way.
I see palm trees everywhere, and they don't have palm trees all over Missouri.
Oh, hey, I see that right there, huh?
Yep. Just saying. But for back in 1980, who's going to pay that much attention? Especially when you got two more things that require your attention in the middle of this scene.
Like all the palm trees in Haddonfield, Illinois.
Dude, I'll climb those trees for coconuts for her. Just saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna
honk.
Coconut milk. Nom, 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 nom.
Dude, I'll be that guy.
Naughty.
Damn straight, brother. That's what we do around here.
It's true. Most of what we do is naughty, and that's what makes it fun.
Mm-hmm.
So, but anyways,
do you have anything else that you were not digging with this movie, or was it just more like the budget and maybe just a couple miscast people?
That's it. That's all it really was. Like you said, this is pretty well paced. The stunts were still good, even though the concept of the tail flick was kind of ridiculous, the stunts were still well done. So
Look,
there's
that
no
tip,
turn your
Kevin.
nose up at this. I'm like, okay, sure. But otherwise, no, there was really nothing I didn't really like about this movie.
Yeah, I enjoy this movie. I don't, whenever I end up watching it, it's like, man, I forget how good this movie actually is, except for a few things here and there. And it's largely just like, man, I wish they had more of a budget, like you brought up, and a couple like some weird casting, but the story's pretty dope. It kind of drags out in the middle. That's about the extent of it for me. But by about the time you start to feel like, man, this middle act is getting a little long, then they start cranking it back up again. So it's like they acknowledge, like, we know this is a bit of an exposition dump and a little character development spot for about like 20 minutes ish. But then they start moving along again. And it actually attributes to the movie actually having the charm that it has. And I think it works to its favor that it keeps itself seriously. Would I have liked it to have had some comedy? Sure. But it's not required for this movie, like, at all. I wouldn't even add to it even after the fact. So I think what they did with this first one is on point. And if you want a Jaws ripoff with an alligator in a city, this is the one to go with.
Yeah, I would agree so. Like this flick is entertaining, and it achieves being entertaining. Most Jaws clones are not. They are all
Most
very
of them suck.
Yeah, they are very cookie cutterish. They are
Yep.
cheaply done. They have no soul to them, and this movie does have all that. It really does.
There is a charm to this movie, everybody. There really actually is.
And there's not in most Jaws clones, including some of the Jaws sequels.
Bingo.
Like Jaws.
Past Jaws, what, 2, I would say?
Yeah, 3 and 4 usually don't get any love.
Well, they suck.
Yeah.
But
I
what,
know.
Jaws 3, they're all about like attacking this specific family like 100,000 miles away from where they were the last time? Like,
Yeah.
come the fuck on.
And it was a different shark, but they remember, and they've got a vendetta. But I believed it. I fucking bought that shit as a kid. Like, oh man, 4 is where they kill Sean.
Dude, for that kind of bullshit, I'll go watch Sequest DSV.
Like,
sorry,
maybe,
Skeeter, but that's the way it goes.
Maybe it's a spirit, a shark spirit. We don't know.
Hey, Shark Week on Discovery Channel, baby.
Oh, fuck that. They makes it all up. But may I point out,
we could use a sponsorship over here. Let's go.
This image here of the maid that gets eaten at the wedding.
Dude, that was so freaking funny.
That was my favorite kill, I think. Like, that was just so awesome. And everyone watching had me cracking up. And her scream had me cracking up. They did such a good job with this. And I know I'm not supposed to be laughing, but again, I'm like you. I've got that morbid sense of humor. I'm like, yeah, you get the
unintentional humor, everybody. This movie has it in spades.
It really does. And it's a lot of fun. Like, this is a movie where it's fairly safe to watch with kids because it is disgusting and there is a lot of gore, but it's not a lot worse.
It's not as bad as you think it might be, though.
Yeah, it's not as bad as Jaws. It's really not. The only thing is you see the alligator more than you see Bruce.
Yeah. It's just not that bloody, I would say. You don't get entrails like everywhere like you did with like Lake Placid even.
That's true. And Lake Placid got pretty gratuitous at points. And I appreciated that. I really did. But again, that was able to run, and this walked so that could run.
Exactly.
It was a great remake in the same sense that Eight-Legged Freaks was a great remake of say Them or this.
My brother, the real Wedding Crasher sequel we always wanted.
I smell chicken. I smell liver.
Just saying.
Cater, please deliver.
Just saying.
Anyways, yeah, my final judgment is, golly, I'm very happy that I bought this. Very happy that I watched this again. And it did remind me of being a little kid and watching this with my dad and having that feeling of wonder and terror as a little kid, and just enjoyment and being enthralled with this 30-foot beast.
Beast.
It was, if you could use your imagination and just kind of take yourself there and forget that you're not in the year 2025 and movies look the way that they do.
Right.
This is a really fun movie. It's an in-between. It's just like Friday the 13th, where it's in between. It's not necessarily 1970s. It's going into the 80s, but it's not quite the 80s yet either.
This is very true. This is right at the cusp of where it could have been something a little bit different, but I think they nailed like the right blend of what they needed to for this particular movie. Alligator 2, The Mutation, tends to go in the opposite direction from that. So enjoy this first one because it is the best of the bunch. And as far as my final judgment goes, this is a fun movie, yo. Like it takes itself all very seriously, nothing goofy, and you can find enjoyment in that, even if you just want to have a drink or not have a drink, you want to have an edible, you want to just watch it sober, clean as a whistle. There is something to be had for just about everybody in this. But if you're watching it in a group with a bunch of people, you will end up having a blast because you all end up cracking jokes about this, that, and the other. There's so much unintentional humor. It actually works to the benefit of this movie to increase its charm and its cult classic nature. So if you're going to ask me for a score, I'm going to give this this sounds way worse than it is. I'm going to give this a 6 out of 10, only because like it is a low budget movie and it only clocks in at 90 minutes. It does have a few things that work against its favor, like a couple casting decisions don't work, but most of the cast does. And you got a couple creepy factors with reverse daddy issues going on. So some things don't age the best, but it is a fun movie. It's a good creature feature. I would highly recommend this for everybody. And if you want to get this on Blu-ray, we're going to have the link in our description below after the stream. So 6 out of 10 is where I'm falling. Kevin, did you have a score for this one?
You know, I'm going to say 6.3. 6.3 for me. I had a lot of fun with it. A lot of fun. And I had that nostalgic moment that I was really hoping for.
Yeah.
That I wasn't sure that I was going to get. So I'm going to give it that extra point, the extra 3 points. But I agree with you. It's not going to get much more than that because it does have people that you're not emotionally invested in. And it does have a lack of budget where you're just kind of like, if they would have thrown a little bit more money at this and the studio had a little bit more faith, this would have been a rockin' ass picture.
Agreed. Now, got any other thoughts before we say goodnight to everybody there, Kevin?
Oh, no, other than there should have been more death rolls, but otherwise, god damn, I loved this movie. It was fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too. Hopefully you all did too. For 0 Point Reviews every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Thank you all for tuning in. Greatly appreciate you. Before you head on out, hit the like button, share, subscribe this on out there. We are redirecting over to our buddy Erwin at Nerd Wars. A little bit of a different stream, but if you could drop a hello and say we sent you, that would be greatly appreciated. So thank you all for tuning in. And next month is Swords and Sandals month. We're going to have a little bit of we got a schedule. We're going to see how well my internet works out while I'm in Wisconsin for a few weeks. So I might be on camera. I might be off camera. I might be pixelated as hell. We'll see what the dial-up situation is like while I'm out there. But just want to say thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We'll see you all next time.
It lives.